Hey everybody, we'll be looking at Pimlico on Sunday. We have races 1 through 8. We'll be doing Pimlico and Churchill in two separate videos, but I wanted to show you our full selections first. I'm going to dive in a little bit more in races 6 and 8, only because we've got two live long shots that are going to be our top selections there in races 6 and 8. If you want to learn a little bit more about live long shots, it's a podcast we release. Episode 2 is in our channel. Subscribe to that. But just to dive in again, Sunday we're going to be looking at races 1 through 8 here at Pimlico. The other 6 races are a little bit more formful, but we're going to dive into Pimlico race 1 here. Here in Pimlico race 1, we're looking at a 1.1 on the main track on Sunday, and pretty formful race. Not much pace throughout. If you look, the track pace setting and the pace scenario, pretty formful in my eyes. Because there's 6 horses, I'm only going to give a top 3. Our top selection is going to be the 3. Don't Tell Darren. I think we'll hold on, run on the front end. The other 2 that are in our top selections are going to close into the 3, I believe, for a piece of it. The 6, I think, is going to finish ahead of the 4 only because of the mid-pace scenario. The 4 is going to be running late. It's the favorite, but I don't think the 4 will pass the other 2. The 4 is going to be our 3rd selection, and the 6 is going to be our 2nd selection. So our top 3 in Pimlico's opener on Sunday, we're going to be going with the 3, Don't Tell Darren, our top selection. The 6, then Come Morning, and then the 4, One Las Olas, or Olays. Our top 3 for Sunday race 1 at Pimlico, 3, 6, and 4. Race 2, Pimlico on Sunday. We're looking at 1.1 on the turf. Typically, turf, I would jump into the PPs a bit, but I don't have to. I think it's going to be pretty formful. I think there's a handful of horses that'll run on the front end. The 6 has all the late speed, so it's just going to kind of sit back, let the rest of the field kind of pick each other off. And our top selection is going to be the 9-2 morning line, 6, Fox Force 5 as our top selection here in race 2. Then we're going to go underneath with the 4, who's going to kind of sit off the pace, I believe, Miss Owlette, the 2, Water Witch, and the 1, who's going to be coming late also, is Isabella's Glory. The 2 and the 6, 2, 6, and 1 are going to come late. I think the 3, 4, and 5 are going to run on the front end a bit here. But our top selection is going to be the 6, Fox Force 5, 9-2. The 4, Miss Owlette, the 2, Water Witch, and the 1, Isabella's Glory. Top 4, once again, 6, 4, 2, and 1, race 2 at Pimlico. Race 3 at Pimlico, 6 furlongs on the main track, claiming race. Also pretty formful here. We're going to go with the top 4. There's 7 horses, so we're going to go with the top 4. The 1's got the fastest speed figure of any of the calls here. It kind of holds on a bit. I think the 7 will be moving late with some other horses, but the 1, Ballykeen, is going to be our top selection. Morning line 5-2 here on Sunday at Pimlico, race 3. The 7 and the 4 also presses the pace a bit, has some early speed, a little bit higher pace figures than the 7, who's running late. So that's why the 4 is going to be our 2nd selection. Then to round out our top 4, the 7 and the 6. The 7, Performance Anxiety, and the 6, Sapphire Beauty. Our top 4 selections, pretty formful here. We're going to go with the odds-on favorite, who's probably going to be odds-on in race 3. Ballykeen, our top selection. The 1, the 4, Seems to Whisper. The 7, Performance Anxiety, and the 6, Sapphire Beauty. Our top 4, going to show you in our sheet. Here, race 3 at Pimlico, the odds-on favorite, 1, 4, 7, and 6 in race 3. Race 4 at Pimlico, allowance optional claiming, 5 furlongs on the turf sprint if you've watched any of our other videos, any of my other videos, the turf sprints at Pimlico, because of how wide the stretch is, how the turf is set up at Pimlico, I feel that the stretch runs more like a route race, so horses can tend to sit off the pace a bit more than some other tracks that run 5 to 6.5 furlong turf sprints. So the 5's the early speed, is just going to go out Whispering Kitty. I think the 6 with this late pace, if it can stay clear, not get bumped in the first 2 furlongs, can close late. It's got all of this early speed or late speed here, late pace, significantly higher than the class setup here at Pimlico in race 4. I'm going to go with the 6 as our top selection. 6, Can't Buy Love. The 5, Whispering Kitty, I'm going to use underneath. I think we'll hold on. It's got all that early speed. And then the other horses are going to pick up the pieces. The 7, Coconut Cake, and the 1, Street Loot. So we're going to go with our morning line, 3 to 1. All the late pace here. Needs to close into it. Can't let the 5 get out and run for fun. Top selection, 6, Can't Buy Love. 5, Whispering Kitty. 7, Coconut Cake. And the 1, Street Loot. Top 4, race 4, 6, 5, 7, and 1. Race 5 here at Pimlico on Sunday, a 6 furlong starter optional claiming. It's a small field. I'm only going to go with 3 horses here instead of our traditional top 4. The horse that I like is going to be the horse that's got the front end speed in this field, which is going to be the 3 horse is going to be Bandits Warrior, our top selection. The roundout are the rest of our top selection. Not really much to write here and talk about. I think it's play pretty formful. 3 and 6 are going to go out early. 2 is going to be running late. So that's why I have the 2, Mr. Flicker, underneath. And then the 6, Mitt Maisel, to kind of press and hang on. I don't see the 1, 4, or 5 running. I'll be surprised if they do. So our top selection, morning line 9 to 2, Bandits Warrior because of that early to mid speed. The 2, My Flicker to close into it. And the 5. No, it's the 6. Shouldn't be the 5. The 6, Mitt Maisel underneath. 3, 2, and 6 in our top 3 here at Pimlico, race 5. Pimlico, race 6, 5 furlong turf sprint, starter optional claiming. I'm going to pop over to our sheet real quick. Race 6, the 4 is our top selection. It was actually our live long shot in our video posted in our live long shot podcast that we do. So if you want a little bit deeper dive into that, pop over, listen to that. It's a morning line of 10 to 1. That's why it's in our live long shots. I think the 3 and the 8 are going to be running out front. The 8's got a ton of early speed. I think it's catchable. I think it's beatable. It's a long shot, but it's going to be pressing this 3 here, the 3 and the 5. The 4, our live long shot, our top selection, morning line 10 to 1. Going to jump over here. The mare has a classy mare, 41% in the money in her production of her progeny out of this dam. And in this 4 here, off a layoff, but ran at Meadowlands, 41%, 94% ROI, almost $19 median win percentage or win dollars on this dam's production. The 4 is also 4 wins, hasn't won and run at Pimlico, 4 wins out of 22 starts. 7, 9 to 22 in the money, but it's this late pace. Once again, this stretch runs like a route race in my eyes. Last 2 furlongs, stay clear, stay clean, don't get yourself in trouble, and you'll be running late. So the 4 is well above the pace scenario set up here that can run down this 8. As long as it stays clear, doesn't get any traffic, doesn't try to take an inside move. That's why we have this 4 on top. Morning line 10 to 1 is our top selection and our live long shot. I think the 8, 1, and 5 are going to come in. 8's going to hang on just because of that early speed. The other late runners, 1, Love You So Much, and the 5, Lucci. The 5's the favorite. We'll definitely pick up pieces at the end, but we're going to try to run and beat this 3, 5, and 8 on the front end with this 4. Top selection once again in race 6 at Pimlico on Sunday. Our live long shot, the 4, Valmont, morning line 10-1, 8, I Gotta Rock, 1, Love You So Much, and the 5, Lucci. Live long shot here at Pimlico race 6, 4, 8, 1, and 5. Pimlico race 7 on Sunday. Starter optional, 6 furlongs on the main track. 1, 3, and 8 pace scenario sets up for them to go kind of start making middle moves. The interesting thing here is if you look, the 6 has the early speed, the 6 has the late speed. So to me, that leads me to believe that the 6 has that early and all throughout pace and speed scenario to win this race. So our top selection here, pretty formful most of the day, but the 6, Free Dancer, going to be our top selection. The 5 will make a move, I believe, late and come in for at least second or third. The 5, Royal Spy, going to be underneath our top 4. And then the 2, I think also will close late. The 1's got makes a middle move, it looks like, most of the time. So the 2, Military Hop, in our top 4, and then the 1 I think will hang on for a piece. The rest of them don't seem to really want to finish it off here. So I think our top 4 is going to be 6, 5, 2, and 1. Top selection, the 6, Free Dancer, morning line 5-2. 5, Royal Spy. 2, Military Hop. 1, His Name is Sue. Race 7, Pimlico on Sunday. 6, 5, 2, and 1, top 4. We're looking at the finale here on Sunday at Pimlico, race 8. This is where another one of our live long shots lives for Sunday. Go ahead, listen to our podcast. We have 14 in that episode. 2 of them were from this card. The 12 is going to go out and go guns blazing. It's got some late speed too. As I've mentioned in every video, I'll keep reiterating until the meet closes. This stretch runs like a route race. I think this too is very classy, Maryland bred for Larry Johnson, and won back in November at Laurel at the 5.5 furlong distance. The mares had 2 foals, this being one of them, Class Wizard, the 2, and in the PPs here, this 4-year-old gelding's Out of Street Magician coming off a layoff. 80% in the money for Classy Coco's production in that have hit the track. Only 2. This is a very high caliber, I think, horse here that can come and clean up and win it 10-1. Her Classy Coco ROI on her foals 80%. Is coming off a layoff, but if you look, Johan Rosado, 139% ROI last 10 days. The track figures in the mid-80s. This horse is running almost a 90 in the late. The 12 will go out guns blazing. Let's catch them in the stretch here with this 4-year-old son of Street Magician. As I've mentioned, I'm going to show you again. The 2 are live long shot in the finale, Class Wizard. We like the 12 zip line to heaven underneath to round it out, along with the 4 who's going to be coming late, Town of Gold, and the 1, Shelley Island. Our top selection, though, morning line 10-1 live long shot, is the 2, Class Wizard, 12 zip line to heaven, 4, Town of Gold, 1, Shelley Island. 2, 12, 4, and 1 in the finale at Pimlico. Thanks again for watching. Those are the 8 races from Pimlico. 2 live long shots. My name's Dave. Follow me at Thorostat on Twitter, and also subscribe to this channel at Thorostat on YouTube to get Pimlico, all the other full race analysis, pick 4 previews, and going to start doing some summer live streaming for Del Mar and Saratoga Meet. Thanks again. Happy Memorial Day, and let's cash some tickets here on Sunday.